Thursday? Friday. What day is it?
Friday.
Friday the 10th.
It's Friday. Remember that song?
Yes.
Friday.
Yes, Rebecca Black.
Gotta get down.
She got a lot of hate for that.
She should.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
it wasn't that bad of a song. It just somehow caught this wind
dude,
of hate.
it was really bad. I think the reason it got so much wind of hate is because of how big it was and how much of a production the song was and the music video and everything.
Yeah.
And when people actually listened to it, it was really bad.
I feel like people make really horrible music all the time.
Yeah, but if it was a really bad song and it didn't have a massive production, people wouldn't have hated it that much.
Right.
I don't think.
Yeah.
I think it was a contrast.
I think she just caught a really bad wind of hate.
She got a really bad one to hate. I think it was a really bad song.
Yeah.
And I didn't hate it because I didn't really care.
Yeah.
But I did think it was weird.
Yeah.
About how bad it was.
Yeah.
The lyrics were
very
beyond
horrible.
terrible.
Singing was horrible.
And it was this huge production.
Yeah.
That some LA or Hollywood person was like, this is going to be the next big thing.
Some kid with
Rebecca
rich parents,
Black
I
is
think.
not the next big thing.
No, she was for that 15 minutes. She got her
15 minutes of hate, not 15 minutes of fame. Yeah. That would suck, though.
Fame can go either way.
Could you imagine getting your big break and then everyone hating you for it?
Yeah.
Literally the world.
It's like the...
all of social media.
Catch Me Outside girl.
Danielle Bregoli. She rode that, though. That was weird.
But that's the thing. She got that wave of hate, and she was like, fuck it. I'm going to take advantage of this.
Yeah.
You respect for that. I don't know what she does now. She's apparently a rapper or something.
Yeah, she became a rapper. Didn't she get in this big scandal with that girl from iCarly?
I don't know.
I remember a while ago there was this little girl. She was 12,
Lil
maybe.
Tay?
Yes. And she was doing shit with money, and she's 12, and she was
she
rapping.
got into something with that.
And there was this big scandal with her.
Basically, it was all fake.
Yeah.
Lil Tay was all fake. It was like fake. It wasn't necessarily fake money, but it was like either rent money, and her mom was like a real estate agent in LA or something. So they would use high-end building or apartments and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, what people do for fame.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about this. What do you think, honestly, about recording yourself and putting it out to the world?
What do I think about it?
When nobody asks. I think about this a lot.
I don't think people have to ask. I think it's cool that we have the opportunity to reach literally, if we want to, billions of people in some form or another. Yeah,
it's one of those polarizing things that some people think it's ridiculous. Some people think it's ridiculous if you don't because you have the opportunity. So and everyone kind of sits in that line.
I mean, there's definitely good and bad to it. Like
I guess it depends on how you do it.
It depends it depends how you do it. Depends what your message is, because you can have people like, let's say, Tony Robbins, who does like a podcast and a bunch of interviews. Yeah, great guy. He talks about really good stuff. He reaches probably billions of people. But then, someone on the other end that's extremely, maybe extremist in their beliefs.
Logan Paul.
Yeah, exactly.
I watched a little bit of an interview with him the other day.
Yeah.
Because I don't pay attention to those people at all, but every now and then I'll remember that some big scandal happened. I'll look into it a little bit, and I looked into it, and I don't like him.
No.
I mean, the dude's amazing at what he does. He's got however many followers and stuff, but it's crazy that on the same platform, Tony Robbins and Logan Paul can exist.
Yeah.
On doing basically the same thing.
Kind of, yeah.
In terms of like recording what their beliefs are and what they do and putting it out to the world.
Yeah.
And Tony Robbins is just this inspirational. He's one of the only, is he a billionaire?
I don't know, probably close.
One of the only extremely rich people that I genuinely like listening to.
Yeah.
That he seems like a genuine nice guy.
Right.
I mean, I haven't listened to a lot of them, but of the people I've listened to.
Yeah.
That aren't super pretentious and
Right.
kind of like they think they're the shit. Like if you didn't know who Tony Robbins was and you just listened to him, he just sounds like an inspirational dude.
Yeah.
He doesn't talk about his money and how
Sounds
he
like a nice
can
guy.
afford this. He just sounds like a nice guy.
Yeah.
But then there's what's the other guy? Grant Cardone. Do you know that guy?
I heard the name, but
Yeah, but every single one of his videos, he's like getting into a Rolls Royce or he's getting out of a jet or he's showing money.
Yeah.
And he tries to play it off as it's like normal.
Yeah.
But it's so weird how in this world of online social media, recording yourself and putting it out there, there's such a spectrum of people doing different things that are all in the same thing.
Yeah.
Blows my mind a little bit.
Yeah, the internet's huge.
Thinking about how much is out there.
Yeah. Well, and there's that like fact where in the past, I forget how much it is, but basically in the past 20 years, we've made more content, written, visual, whatever, like just physically made stuff.
Yeah.
In the past 20 years than humans did in the entire span of human life leading up to that.
I heard a fact. I don't know if it's still a thing because social media has been around for a while, but when social media was kind of in the middle of when it started to where it is now, that each day there was more content produced within those 24 hours than there had ever been produced in history.
Okay, maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, because every single day there was so much new content made that it was more than all the other days, years, months combined.
Totally.
Each single day. That's ridiculous.
Definitely.
And we're contributing to that.
Yeah, and we're affected by that too because a lot of people, because you hear this all the time, there's this sort of like instant kind of feedback from social media, being online, because if you want to watch a YouTube video, you know, if you don't like it within the first 5 seconds, you can just watch the next video, the next video, the next video. Like, it's always so instant. There's always something new.
There's no waiting.
Yeah, you can scroll on Instagram literally all day and never even get close to scrolling through everything, you know? And so it's just instant, and I think people are really impacted by that because a lot of people maybe don't have very long-term mindsets anymore, or you know, just like long-term patterns of thinking, I guess, because everything's so instant. No one wants to think of what'll happen if I, you know, save my money for the next 5 years. Everyone's like, you know, everyone wants to spend their money as soon as they get it, kind of thing. Not everyone, I think most people, but I don't know. I think it's interesting, and I'd like to do more research and studies on the effects that social media has on society as a whole when it comes to things like patience and just long-term thinking.
Just on Instagram.
Yeah.
Just on one platform. On average, there's 95 million new photos uploaded each day.
Wow.
That's just on Instagram. Yeah. That's not YouTube, Twitter, Facebook.
Yeah.
MySpace.
Flickr.
If you're still into that. Did you ever have a MySpace account? No, I didn't either.
No.
95 million.
That's a lot.
That's insane.
It'd be like if every single person in Canada uploaded 3 photos a day. When you break it down like that, it doesn't sound like that much.
We don't got a lot of people here. No. That's crazy.
That'd be like 1 in 10 people in the U.S. uploading a photo every day.
To be honest, I thought it was going to be more than that.
That's completely wrong. You thought what?
I thought it was going to be more than that.
I did too.
I thought it was going to be like 1 billion.
Yeah.
But still crazy. 95 million.
Definitely.
Yeah. Wild.
Yeah.
I wonder what the Instagram servers are like.
Massive.
Yes, we should select.
They probably span the size of our farm. 25 acres of just hard drives. 25 acres of just orange lacy hard drives plugged into an iMac.
They all work on orange lacies.
They're all plugged into one iMac.
They're drop proof. Yeah. Oh man. That'd be crazy. Yeah.
Think of all the content.
Oh. Wow, that's weird.
Segue.
YouTube.
Oh. All right. Today's conversation.
And now I'm gonna look up how many new posts are on YouTube each day.
YouTube. How many videos
posts
go
are
up?
Uploaded to YouTube each day? Holy. So first of all, total number of people who use YouTube, 1.3 billion with a B.
That's a lot of people.
300 hours of YouTube are uploaded every minute.
Oh.
I thought I was gonna say each day, and I was like, that sounds kind of low.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Every minute there's 300 hours of content.
Almost 5 billion videos are watched on YouTube every single day. In an average month, 8 out of 10 18 to 49-year-olds watch YouTube each month.
Wow.
300 hours a minute. We need to do some math right now.
That sounds like my mornings. That's about how much YouTube I watch in the morning. 300 hours a minute.
Times 300. 432,000 hours.
A day.
A day.
Wow. Can't even fathom. How many years is that? How many years is 432?
Okay, so
if you took all the video content that was uploaded in a single day on YouTube, how many years would it take you to watch?
Okay, remember the number 432,000.
Okay. 365.
432,000?
You put 364. I'm assuming you were doing days of the year.
Isn't it 364?
365. 366 if it's a leap year.
I think it's the opposite. I think it's 364.
Okay.
Is it really?
Yes.
I always thought it was 364. Okay, now I gotta Google how many days are in a year to get this right. Okay, well, while I do this, talk about YouTube, Dion.
YouTube's cool. We have a YouTube channel.
Fuck! You're right.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great platform. I get most of my, I feel like, education from YouTube just because there's so much really good and bad video content on here. And I spend hours a day on YouTube. Well, yeah, I spend hours a day on YouTube. I watch a lot of videos. Usually the kind of stuff I like to watch is either adventure related, so people climbing mountains, climbing rock, doing crazy stuff like that, or it's more educational. Or actually sometimes it'll be also like more for the entertainment factor. So there's a few different pages that I watch, but 49 years.
Each day uploads 49 years of content.
Yeah, so if you wanted to watch all of the video content uploaded today, you would have to give up the next 50 years of your life just to watch all of today's.
Just to watch today's.
That's crazy. Well, think of our video. We're doing yesterday's video right now, and that's what? That was maybe a 30-minute video.
Why are we doing this?
It's crazy.
Just get lost in the noise, man. That shows how crazy it is to be one of like the biggest YouTubers.
Yeah.
That among the 49 years each day, somebody watches your 5 minutes.
Right. Yeah. Wow.
That's wild.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think
that actually blows my mind.
I think that's all you need to kind of say to describe the power of social media platforms.
It's crazy how organized it all is.
Yeah. Imagine what the YouTube servers are like, all that video content. Just the servers in general for the entire internet.
When we upload a video that's like a gig, we're like, whoa.
That's a lot.
It's a big one.
Yeah.
It's like the amount, oh my God, that's insane.
That is insane.
That's so insane.
Plans for YouTube, because we have our channel here. We have Cliff and Basil in our talk show. You have a YouTube channel. I have a YouTube channel.
There's one video up.
3 YouTube channels.
I
put a new video out on YouTube yesterday. You can watch it. It's called How I Convinced Myself to Run.
Check it out.
Yeah.
I started vlogging because there's a lot of time in the day.
Why'd you start vlogging?
Literally because there's a lot of time in the day. That was my first video. My first video was me
just creating to create.
The whole time, for the whole morning, I was like, "Why?" I'm trying to figure out something to put in the video.
Yeah.
Like, why am I doing this? And then I realized I'm literally doing this because I just have nothing else to do.
Yeah.
And I like making videos.
Yeah.
I don't have anything specific I want to share yet. I'm working on it. I'm trying to think of ideas and all that stuff. But I'm not starting it going, I have a mission to share this.
Totally.
It's just because we're in quarantine.
Yeah.
I was thinking
do you think after quarantine ends, do you think you'll stop?
No, I don't want to. I don't know. We'll see. Because I legitimately like doing it.
Yeah.
I have a hard time sharing content for the sake of sharing content.
Right.
It's not really my thing with everything, with photography, with video, with whether I write something or whatever. Yeah. I don't really like just putting out just to put out. Yeah. Because there's 49 years of content.
You know, the way I like to think about it is when I make a vlog or something, I think a lot of people can probably relate to this. It's not so much like making content to make content. At least the way I'll always like to think about it is I want to make a video, even if it doesn't really like make any sense, or even if there's not a lot of like meaning to it or anything, or even if it's like not a great video. Yeah. I want to make a video because it's going to make me better at telling stories, shooting video. Yeah. It's probably going to get me out into the world a little bit somehow, and it's going to make me better at video editing. Yeah. Right? So that's always the mindset I come from. So it's never a wasted opportunity, and two, it's cool to like look back on, especially vlog type material.
Cool, yeah. I literally right before we did this, I just came across the Thailand vlogs.
You deleted all of them from your channel.
I just private everything. Oh, okay. I like clean slates. I don't like messy. Yeah, I know. That's one of the things I struggle with. Backtrack a minute. I guess if there is a reason I'm doing it, it's because it's just because I have tons of time and I want to be productive. I want to fill my day with something, and I know like I might as well be getting better at something that I do. Sure. So I'm gonna make videos. Yeah.
Don't you think it's important to have that stuff out though, because it's part of who you are and it's part of your journey?
Yeah. But I like clean slates.
Yeah. Fair.
I don't know why. I don't really have a reason for it. It's just like a personal pet peeve, I guess. Right. That there's something about older content or videos or photos or something that I don't even know how to explain it because I don't have a reason. Mm-hmm. It's almost like I don't want it to. I don't know, actually. You know, I have zero reason.
Fair.
I have zero reason why I take stuff down. Yeah. I just do.
You got to do some diving into the underlying psychological drives that make you do that. I need to meditate
for a few hours and see what's up.
Yeah. Yeah. It's always good to check in on yourself.
Take some mushrooms. Really get out there.
You probably don't have to do that.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I definitely go through phases of wanting to share stuff and wanting to create stuff. Yeah. And one of the reasons why it was kind of hard for me to start a vlog and create a reason why I wanted to start the vlog is because I usually only create something when I have something to create. Yeah. I don't just create and then try to figure something out. Right. Which is why this vlog is going to be a challenge because I want to do it every single day because I don't like doing things half-assed. I'm going to do it. Do it. And it was good, honestly. Like I did the first one like 2 days ago and it was actually really fun. Yeah. Like, I liked putting it together. Yeah. And I think one of the things that I know it will do, because it's done it to us before, not necessarily YouTube or making videos or vlogs, but remember when we talked about this on the other video. Remember when we did Instagram, when we were like trying to go really hard on Instagram? Yeah. It made us go out and do things. Yeah. So that's kind of also what I'm hoping it'll do. Yeah. Is that knowing every single day I have to wake up and film something. Yeah. I got to find something to film. Yeah. And if there's nothing just naturally out there to film, I got to create something to film. Yeah, totally. Right? So like even my first thing was I went up into the little cabin and I basically just fucked with the bees. I put a peanut butter jar with jam in it. Yeah, but if I wasn't filming a vlog, I would not have done that. Right. Like why would I do that? Just they're wasps. I don't want to go near them. Yeah. So it makes you, not that that's like an overly fun thing to do. Yeah. But now it's just kind of like an interesting, funny thing that I did that day. Yeah. That I did because I was trying to film something. Right. Right. So it just kind of pushes you to come up with creative, sometimes smart, sometimes silly, sometimes just pure stupid ideas that you want to, because you need to create something. Totally. So it just pushes you to actually like do more with your day. Yeah. You need to come up with things, whether it's just sharing concepts or ideas or actually going out and doing something. Or when we went out and filmed your run kind of thing. So it's just, it's a good reason to do something. And it's a reason to do something that might have positive reactions after, whether people watch them or people it brings happiness or entertainment or laughter to people, or if people find inspiration or whatever from it. So it's just, I think that the thing that I struggle with the most is getting over that hump of creating to create just because I like it and whatever. And then also just like putting out, I don't like putting stuff out about me. I don't like it. Like whenever, like on Instagram, I posted, I think the most photos I've ever posted of myself on Instagram, and I posted like 2 photos. Like I hate putting out my own stuff. So that's like a big jump I have to get over with YouTube, because like filming yourself is obviously putting yourself out there pretty big. But yeah, it's weird. It's a really, like, I think it's a really psychological thing. It really comes back to.
Do you think it's important for people to like the videos you make or the photos you take?
No, it's not necessarily about how many likes or views or comments or whatever I get. It's just I like displaying how I really am, and that changes over time, right? So
what do you mean you like displaying
like
how you really are?
See, I don't really know how to describe it. I don't do it for the likes and comments and blah blah blah. If I did, I'd be running ads and sharing it all over all my different accounts and being like, look at my stuff, look at my stuff. Like I legitimately just like making videos, and I like sharing ideas and concepts. I gotta watch the time. Ideas and concepts, and I guess for me, a big thing that I have to get over is the nobody asked thing. It's the like why would anyone give a shit about like what I think about? And I wouldn't even say it's necessarily about what people think. It's almost, in terms of getting likes and comments and all that, it's almost the opposite, that I get more nervous the more people watch it. So I almost like when I get like no views. I'm like, sweet, I made a video and nobody watched it. Yes, I just had fun with it, right? But it's, yeah, I don't know. It's complex. I haven't really thought about it this deeply before. But it definitely helps me. Like when I did that like the honesty project thing, like it was almost exactly a year ago now. It like gave me a ton more confidence. I got way better at speaking, and I got way better at looking into the camera. And it definitely like helped. It weirdly helped with my life outside of doing it. And it also just felt really good to produce something each day. At the end of each day, even if it was the only thing you did, you produced something new that could potentially be positive for somebody else. And that was like the really cool part about it, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it's super satisfying when you can make something.
Yeah, it just feels good when you create something original.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Definitely when in like our heads, where that's kind of like what we're trying to do with life, is figure out how to make our creations into something that brings us money or happiness
or food
adventure.
In my belly and pays
exactly.
My rent.
Yeah. So it's nice to feel like you're succeeding in a way that's not necessarily you're succeeding that you're getting views or getting paid or blah blah blah, but you're succeeding in the fact that you're just practicing at creating something new every single day.
You know what's really cool about all this that I've just kind of realized in the past 30 seconds?
What's that deal?
Is now that I'm not working my job anymore and doing all the social media work for my old job, I mean, I'm doing a bit still, but not really. And now that I'm kind of putting that energy into myself, I have a completely different mindset when it comes to making videos and taking photos.
Oh yeah.
Like I noticed it yesterday, because when I put out my video yesterday talking about it, I was like, wow, this is me, and I'm actually sharing a side of me that I wasn't doing for the past year because I was working a job and most of my mental creative energy was going into that job.
Yeah.
And I didn't really have anything left over. I had no drive or ambition to put anything into my own self. And it was a really interesting kind of just like wake up of, I don't know, I guess like realizing where I want my priorities to be in the future, because I know that if I get a similar job in the future, it's probably going to have a similar outcome.
Yeah.
And not that that's a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing, because I learned a lot of really good skills doing my last job, and I built up, I would say, a pretty good resume from it. But I put nothing into my personal work or my personal self.
You're
really.
always like a little bit concerned or worried about the work.
Yeah.
And because it's actually considered work and you're getting paid for it from somebody else, it seems more important than you expressing like your own ideas or concepts or videos or whatever it is.
But then after making my last 2 videos on the farm, that has kind of reopened that little like box in myself of, oh, this is really important, and oh, I really like doing this. Like showing you and Callie that video last night, I swear to God, that was like one of like my proudest moments that I've probably had in the last year.
Little while.
The last year, I would say, just because
you created something for yourself.
Yeah, I just made something for myself, and you know, it was cool showing you guys, but it wasn't even that like it wasn't even like that I was getting validation from you guys. I was just purely like satisfied from my own creation of I made this for me. I didn't make it for anyone else, and I'm really proud of it.
And I think that's something that a lot of people are scared of, to do something like that, to put your ideas and your concepts or your videos or whatever out there.
Yeah.
And that's something like I said that I struggle with.
Yeah.
Is just that having your idea and thinking it's important enough to put out. Not even important, it's valuable enough, right? Like just you can have an idea, every idea is valuable, and having that courage to put it out to the world now that like you can on YouTube is scary, but it also, and it's also, I think, almost a responsibility. It's almost, I guess I kind of adopted a theory a while ago, kind of lately from, I think I read the letter. There's like a letter. I think I read it to you a while ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it's basically just this lady like 100 years ago. It was a long time ago. She wrote this letter to someone else. She was a dancer. And it basically just like explained how if you have an idea, no one else will ever have the idea the exact same way you have that idea. So it is your responsibility to put that idea out to the world because it is the only place it will actually come from. And every idea that people don't put out is a potential masterpiece or new business or new book or new video that's lost. And it's just having the courage to know that even if no one likes it or no one comments or views or whatever, you don't get paid for it, it's still an idea that could either help somebody else or teach somebody else something, or yourself, and it'll give yourself more courage to put out more content and more ideas and more concepts. And I think the most powerful part of the letter is when she actually says it doesn't even matter if you believe or think your work is good. If you believe in your work or think it's good, it is your responsibility to put it out.
Right.
And that's something I definitely notice in the world of creatives is there are a lot of creatives out there, a lot of artists, a lot of painters, photographers, blah, 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 who aren't necessarily the best, but because they have the courage and they just keep putting stuff out and they're confident in their work, they do well in whatever industry they're in. And at the same time, I know the opposite, like my friend, she's insane at painting. Like she calls it a hobby, but her shit looks like it should be in contemporary museums in LA or whatever. And she's just like, oh no, I don't know if I'm good enough. So it's like there's that contrast of people who have the gift and aren't courageous enough to put it out, and the people who don't have the gift, but they're just gung-ho with doing whatever they want. And they succeed regardless of the skill level. I think you see that in photography all the time.
That's why people talk about the importance of hard work more than anything, because if, like you said, if you're just consistently putting stuff out and consistently grinding at it and like working at it, even if it's not that great, I feel like there's a really high chance that it's going to result in something just because you're putting in all that work. It doesn't have to be super amazing.
Did I show you her painting she did?
No.
She did a painting of my photo.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that was really sweet.
Right? And that's not even her, I don't even think that's her best one.
We'll have to put that on the screen.
Yeah, we'll put it up. Shout out to Shay.
Yeah, Shay. Respect. I don't know you, but respect that.
She's pretty insane.
Fairy Lake tree. Beautiful.
Fairy Lake tree.
Well, I think that was a good conversation. That felt productive. Felt successful.
YouTube.
All of the good words. YouTube.
That was funny that I pulled YouTube as we were talking about social media, kind of.
Yeah.
I'm still mind blown that there's 49 years of content uploaded every single day.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And we're adding to that right now.
Yeah, there's another hour going up. Well, another half hour. Whatever. Okay, it doesn't matter.
Whatever. All right.
Well, that's it for today. Catch us tomorrow on the next one. because COVID-19, we have nothing else to do, and we're just making videos every day. So, Merry Christmas, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Happy New Year. Happy Hanukkah.
Bye. Sick.